Hello and welcome once again to another game of StarCraft 2 with my skills as a Terran player. I am Jim Raynor, just a low-level Terran player in StarCraft 2 goofing off. But when fitted with my full armor battle suit, I am Jim Raynor, crushing the resistance and liberating the galaxy from all who love evil and hate good. Today I am facing off against a well-known Zerg killing machine that we call Darth Caedus. Darth Caedus being the purple Zerg on the top right, and I being the red Terran on the lower left. We first met Darth Caedus while interestingly recruiting for new blood. It was a kind of a back alley tournament, the kind that you don't want a lot of media coverage, since some of the stuff that we do is not exactly legal. It's kind of like the movie Fight Club, if you've ever seen it. But there were a few high-profile players that showed up. You may have heard of them: Huck, Idra, and who was the other guy? Marine King Prime was there as well. Well, it didn't make any difference because Darth, as good as he is, flew through the brackets. He just, it's like Pac-Man, deliberately, just insanely, like eating people alive as he was going through the brackets. He eventually found his way to the top, where we saw him going up against Huck. It was a best of 7. And check this out. Our friend Darth deliberately loses the first 3 games. It was very upsetting for the crowd to see it. He was literally filing his nails live during the game. Just let all of his stuff die. He didn't care. So he finally games up. He gets to game 4. He wins. Gets to game 5. He wins that. Gets to game 6. He wins that. So it's down to one final match between Darth Caedus and Huck. He sat there and just owned him. It was like nothing we've ever seen. His APM, I think, went up to like 500 or something crazy like that. Just insane. And before he plays the 7th game, he went to the bathroom. Says, "I got to go to the bathroom." He comes back out wearing a samurai outfit. He's got a samurai sword and he's swishing it around, and the production guys kind of got a little crazy, ended up turning on the smoke machine and did this little laser light show while he was dancing around. It was just like the crowd was absolutely on fire. It was really something to behold. But anyway, so that's how we were initially put into contact with Darth Caedus. Now, we play, but I always play him knowing that full well that I'm likely going to lose. But it's always in good fun. And so I thought I'd try an experimental build, which I have seen a player that you may have heard of, Ketrock, has popularized, called the Mass Raven build. Very gas intensive, and the way you do it is you get a first expansion before even upgrading to an orbital. You get you wall off with an eBay and a barracks, and you want to get both gases ASAP. Get your command center down and upgrade it to a planetary fortress with help from your newly spawned eBay. What you want to do then is watch out for those little critters, but even if they show up, they're going to do minimal damage against your command center. It's going to take them a while to eat that away, so in the meantime you have plenty of time to upgrade it to a planetary. Quickly get a marine, put him on the back side of the wall, grab a few repairing SCVs if you need them, and you're pretty safe. Afterwards, what you want to do is lift that barracks up and put it on the low ground, replace it with a factory, and start creating what Ketrock actually calls as a wrap. What you want to do is place it right about there, get another supply or a bunker right about here. So his only way in is to go through kind of like the 2 avenues of death, with a full bunker of Marines and a planetary, which, by the way, as soon as you can, you want to upgrade the high-sec auto tracking to give it one more range. It's very, very useful, because this is your first line of defense, and you need that against all the things that he's going to send your way. I believe Darth knew about this build. I think he told me after the fact that he had seen this before or something like that, so he was kind of hip to it and knew exactly how to counter it. So it didn't really work out well for me, him having that kind of intelligence, but what the hey? It's all about fun. So I got two geysers. As soon as I can, I want to get a third up. because you need a lot of gas for this build. You just can't have enough gas. Those ravens just eat through gas. Alright, haven't upgraded the high-sec auto tracking yet. I want to get on that. My factory's there. I'm going to do a starport next and put a tech lab on the factory. And then I'll flip my starport onto that tech lab and start to invest in my Raven energy. That will be first, and then afterwards I want to get a Viking in the air to start clearing out the air of any scouting overlords. So a lot of this game is really just me macroing. You don't do any kind of early shenanigans. What Ketrok likes to do sometimes is he'll do a feign push. Well, he'll grab a few SCVs and Marines to just force units out of the Zerg that would then, if anything, collide with his planetary fortress at some point in the game. So denying him that economy is good. I didn't do that because I simply don't have the APM. Let's go to the APM tab. Darth is holding back. I know he can get at least 3 more digits in there, but he's taking it easy on me. He's a good guy. Okay, finally got the bunker research for the extra range of the planetary fortress, which is good. And ultimately, I am going to want to create a ring of missile turrets that would prevent any Nidus worms or mutalisks. And secondarily, create 5 starports. Don't need any more than 5. Darth, being the good Zerg that he is, takes the opportunity to grab 3rd. He does have a spore crawler. He is aware that I am likely going air. Let's see what he has seen. All he sees is this, which is enough for him to think Banshees, because I haven't attacked yet, or Ravens. Raven on drone. Let's go to Generator. So a lot of the game is just spent macroing. Everybody's can. What are we doing, Darth? Doesn't need to make a whole lot of this stuff. Maybe later, but for now he's just getting his economy rolling. Let's go to the production tab. 2 more queens on the way. He's getting an infestation pit. He's going to need infestors. 1 drone, getting his centrifugal hooks. Ground carapace level 2. Macro hatch. Baneling nest for busting through when eventually he was ready to charge in at full steam. Those are my 5 starports, and I'm going to start making those Vikings as soon as I can. As soon as I get the tech add-ons and the gas. Low on minerals. I want to get that 3rd pretty soon. The way it works at first is you eventually have a surplus of gas and not enough minerals. And then as you get into the mid to the late game, this is going to actually reverse. You're going to find yourself having way more minerals than you'll ever need, and you cannot get enough gas. Reinforcing my wall with more barracks is good. Since I really have very little anti-air besides the missile turrets, Marines are going to be obviously a necessity. Did I get my Raven energy? No, I mean yes, but I have not yet researched my Hunter-Seeker missiles, which is also a staple item if you're going with this build. Love those Hunter-Seeker missiles. Killing in slow-mo. Alright, he's just kind of walking around. He's going to check all my 3rds. And like a boss, he's going to be macroing and making more hatcheries. And before long, he's going to own this map. And I'm going to be kind of stuck on 2, maybe 3 bases. I can't recall if I get this 3rd or not. And here come the Vikings. 1 on the way. No, 5, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, just 1 on the way. I'm going to need many, many more. How many do I have total? 5. Keeping my Vikings fairly active. May as well upgrade this guy. Supply blocked at 86. Darth is supply blocked as well, but his food count is higher. Nice missile turret ring. Got my third ready to go. That wasn't, yeah. So I kind of panic when I see myself supply blocked and I say, frickin' A. Make supply depots. Let's fast forward this a little bit. Not much to really talk about at this stage of the game. It's just a macro game. Preemptively, I put a few turrets around to clear away any Zerglings that might be nearby. He obviously sees that, and he's going to be hip to the fact that now I've got a more vulnerable expansion that he could take out when he is ready to. And what do we got here? We got a Spire on the way, so he's going to get some mutas, maybe some Corruptors, which are very good against Ravens, and ultimately Broodlords, I'm sure. Getting that gas right away, and at this point it's pretty safe for me to start moving out. I've got a sufficient amount of Ravens. Got my Hunter Seekers ready to go. Got enough energy saved up. What I'm going to do is just I'm just going to keep my Ravens docked at home for when I'm ready for the next wave, and just send them out when I feel I'm ready to go. Make sure I want to saturate my gases. Ugh, which I don't. Saturate those gases, Mr. Raider. Alright, there goes my fourth. Preemptively a ring of auto turrets. Mining nearing completion here. Pretty good coverage with my SCVs. When you upgrade the cargo space, you actually can fit 10 SCVs in there, which helps. Since I'm really not wanting to walk around knowing that there's probably creep everywhere, it's good to fit your SCVs into the command center and float them over with everything else. Alright, the action's about to begin. He's going to see my unit composition. Let's go to his camera, and away we go. Going to use a very sufficient ground force to quell any auto turrets that happen to be landing nearby. And it's really simply a matter of me just kind of floating around. Oh my god, what have we got here? And I just kind of, whoops! Like, defensively drop that, which gets destroyed. And then all my army is gone. Cleans this up. I mean, if he can beat Huck, he can certainly beat me. Getting 3-3. I'm building 2 more Ravens. How about that? I lack the gas. Why do I lack the gas? I'm probably not mining a lot. Yeah, 1 and 1. 3 and 6. Fantastic. The pain is going to begin. He's 200, 200. I've got half of his supply. And away my SCVs go. Does he even see this? He does not, thankfully. Hardly matters, though. Let's go to his cam. Now, that's a powerful Zerg. Well upgraded. Excellent unit composition. Perfect for what I put together. And the roly-poly banelings on their way to cause mayhem and destruction. He's just going to clear the ground. It doesn't matter what I have at this point. That's just way too much stuff. I try to repair that, but that's not happening. Look at that. What are you going to do? Well, I got his supply down to 187, but he's quickly replacing everything. And there we go, number 3 is down. If you like Zerg, this is the game for you. Ketrock obviously does this a lot better than me. But I'm not going to go down quite that easily. I do want to at least get a few more. Maybe, you know, it would be really nice if I could just at least take out one of his expansions. I'm not sure if I even do that. Not going to happen. GG. So, that concludes another game from your friend Jim Raynor. Appreciate you watching, and keep listening and keep owning. Have a nice day.